IQ is not flexible.
Right.
So here's one of the biggest struggles that I have. There are very, very smart people out there, right? Some of
Very
the most
smart.
intelligent people from an IQ standpoint that I've ever seen.
Mhm.
But because as a nation we've pushed for IQ, pass the test,
Yes.
retain the knowledge, we have lost EQ. We have lost the emotional intelligence to understand how to use that knowledge. Because one thing that I found that IQ will do, if you're the smartest person in the room, a lot of times the human psyche is lazy.
Very
So
lazy.
it's like it's made it so it will surround itself by people that are not as intelligent. And so then it stunts their emotional growth because that emotional intelligence isn't there to say, you know what, I'm the smartest person in this room. There is more for me.
Right.
And if you don't go to the point where there's more for you and you don't process that and understand, like, I can do better, I can do more, there's more here, then you'll just continue spinning around in circles. You know, and I've found that there are a lot of people that like were the smartest people in grade school. But like that intelligence kind of got them in trouble when they got out of school because now they're no longer the smartest person in the room. So they don't have that resilience that we talked about to stand tall in adversity, not being the smartest person with the highest IQ.
Yeah.
Because their IQ hasn't gone up, it doesn't change. It's static. That's where it is, right? And so that's one of the hardest parts is to watch people, you know, not utilize emotional intelligence and say, hey, you know what, there's something better I can do here. And unfortunately, you know, when it comes to like, you know, surrounding yourself with people that you want to talk to and be about and all those things where like I pull away from a lot of people with high IQ, unfortunately. But then my emotional intelligence brings me back because I'm like, this person knows something that I don't know.
Right. So I think of like IQ is very limited in what it applies to intelligence. Right. So it's not very diverse. It's not very flexible in what it can be applied for. It can just be used for intelligence. Where emotional intelligence really encompasses all these different facets of our life, you know, between our emotions. It also incorporates our intelligence, you know, but it incorporates, you know, just our mental aptitude and our emotional aptitude, our social aptitude. I mean, so much of learning about this emotional intelligence has also been centered around social intelligence, you know, and that's what this book was a lot about, was managing your relationships with other people by knowing yourself and being able to manage your emotions better. So that's what I think of EQ being more flexible than IQ because it can be used across a vast array of things.